What's up, guys, and welcome back to LoverCast. We are recording this episode live in my Discord with about 600 million people. 500 million people listening to us live right now. It's a rainy day outside. I got a giant bug sting on my arm. Look at the size of that. It's like a welt. And my eyes are super bloodshot because I just woke up from a nap. So it's about to be a fun day here today. I'm joined with a guy who's known as the best football player in D3 Fairfield County, Ohio. The guy who's got a famous Twitter with 200 followers. This man has done builds on my videos. He has eaten a ghost pepper. The one, the only, Ben Raining Soap.
Benjamin. But yes, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So over here with Ben today, I'm going to interview Raining Soap, my youngest brother. He's, how old are you, 15, 17?
19, I believe.
He's 19 years old. That's quite a lot. I still remember when you were 5 years old, you know? Takes me back in those days. So guys, we're going to jump in to who Raining Soap is, teach you a little bit about this man, go undercover, reveal a little bit of a dark secret, dark past that Raining Soap's had, and and really dig in and deep. So let's go back to the very beginning, Ben.
Right.
Before we start, though, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, your introduction couldn't have been more off. Definitely not a D3 football player. I'm not a fan of football. Big golfer. Other than that, I got 2 cats. What more do you need to know?
Simple man, simple life, but lives good. So, Ben, let's go back to you were 10 years old. You're in 5th grade, and you're going to school in Dora the Explorer underwear. Tell us about that.
10 years old in 5th grade, I think might be a little young. But I will admit, I did have quite the Dora the Explorer obsession as a child.
You had
Dora book bags, name it, I had it. Probably up to 2nd grade.
We're talking frilly girl underwear. Like, that was the type of thing he would wear pretty much daily for at least till you were 15.
And it's sad to see the direction they've gone with that show with Go Diego and all that. They've just completely ruined it. So it's disappointing. If it was Moana, it would be cool now. They'd be like, oh, Moana, sweet. But Dora's just went down the wrong path.
Now, here's my question for you. Is it Dora that you had a crush on, or were you more into Boots? You liked the monkey aspect of it. What was it that pulled you in?
I think I was fascinated by the different language opportunity to learn a new language as a child. Studying is something I'm passionate about.
That's just not true. They would say about one Spanish word an episode. They'd be like, hola, and you'd be like, that's my reason. I think you secretly wished you were Dora.
I couldn't tell you what the obsession became from.
All right, on to the next topic, Ben. Growing up, I destroyed you in pretty much everything we did, from sports to eating competitions to grades. I was pretty much better than you in every way. Do you agree?
I disagree. But
okay, so sounds like you're remembering incorrectly here, but we'll assume you just mistaken there a little bit. One thing Ben liked to do when he was little to try to get up to my level of winning was do whatever it took to win. And so if I ever said like, yo, do something for me, you're going to win, he would do it. So I got these memories of being like on a cruise ship, and I'm like, man, I sure could go for some pizza. And I'm like, Ben, go get me some pizza. You'll win. The dude would take off like flash, come back, and suddenly I had like 3 large pizzas, and he's like, which flavors you want? I got them all. True or false?
And I would win. I'm very competitive. I don't lose. It's not true. Something I was meant to do.
Guys, also, Talk to Lover channel. Go ahead and post your questions in there for Ben if you have one, but I've got quite a few for him here. So you were very competitive. You liked to win.
Yes.
And it wasn't until, I don't know, what age did you get bigger than me?
I probably started growing around, 7th grade.
Yeah, so like up until he hit puberty and grew, I'm 5'6", he's 6'1", right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he destroys me in sports now. So it's just unpleasant being the big brother and you're the shortest by almost like, half a foot. It's less than ideal, I would say.
Yes.
Like me, Ben, you grew a beard in 3rd grade. Tell us about that.
I'm actually very proud of my beard. I comb it daily. I use shampoo in it. People say not to. I do it anyways. It definitely helps the thickness of it.
You shampoo the beard?
I think one thing I'll tell everyone that has a beard, you either have it or you don't. Don't be that guy with a half beard, with a salt and pepper beard. You have a beard or you don't have one. No,
you got to commit.
Yeah.
And if your beard is not committing with you, you want to commit, but your beard's not growing in, you're not a beard guy. You can't. You cannot do it, especially if you got that neck thing going on.
Yeah, don't do the neck beard. If you do the neck beard, just go.
No, not a fan of that.
Get out.
Completely
go to Texas.
On that. Ben, you're a big fan of high fashion brands, Gucci, Versace, all of this stuff. You've never owned any of that. Tell us what draws you towards the higher end.
I've always been name brand. my whole life. Anything I've wanted, name brand Beats headphones I've wanted.
And tell us why.
It's just why.
Yeah.
I think it's just I grew up with very spoiled rich friends.
Okay.
So.
Let's touch on that a little bit, guys. Growing up, I'm the oldest, all right? I grew up in a very different world than Ben grew up. I grew up getting free lunches at school because we couldn't afford the 25 cents to get a school lunch. So I got free lunches till I was in like 7th grade. I thought it was cool. I thought I was like a smart kid, and that's why they did it. That's what my parents told me. They're like, you got all A's, you get free lunches. Turns out we were just super poor. I was the last kid in my grade to get a cell phone because we couldn't afford it. And my parents thought the cell phones would like kill you or something. There was a lot of things that I didn't get. If I wanted clothes, I didn't buy clothes. I always got free hand-me-down clothes from my friend Seth, who was about 6 foot taller than me. So none of his clothes fit. Believe it or not, I still have some of them, even from high school. He always gave me clothes. That's how I got clothes. Now, then Isaac, my middle brother, we'll interview him in the future, comes along, and my parents are making more money now. Not a lot, but more. And he could get like a new pair of shoes more than once a year. I was like, this is bull crap. But then Ben comes along. And I don't know what happened in the 5-year difference between me and Ben, but he got everything. All right? He got everything. Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's true.
You wanted a cell phone when you were 2 years old? Boom. You want brand new shoes? Boom. You want anything? It is yours. Is that true or false?
Yeah, that is true. I was definitely the most spoiled, but at the same time, if you were to look at us, because a lot of money was spent on my sports.
It's true.
But for good reason. Because if anyone was going to be an athlete out of our family, it wasn't going to be the 5'5" video game player.
Okay, well, you're not wrong at all about that. I want to go into this even more. I'm driving a 2003 Saturn Ion with 200,000 miles. This is a car I bought for like $700. Ben, what are you driving?
Acura TL.
Yeah. So, I think I've explained that well enough for you guys. Ben is a spoiled, rotten brat. And as a big brother, it's my job to keep him in check. So that's why I used to beat down on him whenever I got the chance. There were days where, I remember destroying you guys in FIFA and just would absolutely rub that in for weeks even.
Mm-hmm. And the tables have turned.
Tell us about prom. You wore a pink tuxedo.
Well, the thing about prom is, don't go to prom if you're going to wear a black tux or a gray tux or a blue tux. Just don't waste your money, okay? Mm-hmm. I wore an all pink tux. Very proud of it. I wore a pink vest and a white shirt. Looked amazing. The next year, my senior prom, what did I do? I told the girl I was going with, I said, listen, you're wearing maroon dress. Like, this is not negotiable because I'm wearing a velvet tux. That's that color. And guess what? She wore the color.
No, that's an interesting strategy.
So yeah, definitely. The girl's not always right when it comes to what dress and what tux you're wearing. Sometimes you gotta man up and say, "This is what I'm wearing."
Yeah, you gotta take that job and you gotta say, "I'm wearing a pink tux," and you're either gonna match me or we're not going.
Exactly.
Very respected. Ben, growing up, you had a fear that many would call ridiculous, would call unheard of, a fear that literally terrified you. I mean, this was tormenting you for almost a decade. Give us a backstory on that fear.
Well, it was a winter night, and I woke up to use the restroom. And when I sat in the toilet, a raccoon came out of the toilet and bit me. This is not a lie. This is not a dream. I remember this vividly, and for about 2 years, I was scared to physically sit in the toilet because I was scared a raccoon would kill me.
This is true. He actually was afraid to use the toilet because he thought a raccoon would pop out and like bite him. Like you would actually cry when you had to use the bathroom.
I promise it happened too. I mean, it was. I would have nightmares of that same night. Then we go camping a few weeks back, and my tent gets raided by raccoons. So you can imagine how that went.
That was horrifying. We go camping. We're in Lake Erie, northern Ohio. And literally, we're camping right next to the tree line. In the middle of the night, you just have little raccoons like scratching on your tent. And Ben, you handled it better than I did.
I did. I put all the food in your guys' tent, so I felt like they were just trying to get to you.
I swear, dude, those things. Isaac's like literally sleeping, and there's a raccoon like grabbing.
Isaac's got his hand out the window petting the raccoons. Me and Zach got freaking double barrel shotgun. Wait. Put a paw through the door.
Yeah, the first time that happened, I was terrified. I thought it was a bear, and I was just like, I like punched Isaac in the stomach, and I was like, deal with it, because he's like a nature dude, and I'm like, not. And he looks at me, and he's like, shut up, Zach. And I was like, dude, look at this. And you just look at the window, and you just see two hands like reaching in through the zipper, and I'm like, Isaac, we're about to get murdered. Can you not sleep? And he just gets up, and he just lightly taps the tent, and they all run away. And I'm like, that man right there, that's a man. You know, I can't do that. I absolutely can't.
Yeah, we didn't even think about. I didn't even think about raccoons when we went camping either. That was not a.
I mean, they were even. Yeah, they got on our table.
Yeah,
stole marshmallows right in front of us.
Yeah, they tried to take our mellows.
That was a traumatizing experience. I did like the camping trip, though. It was very relaxing.
It was.
What's your favorite memory of me growing up together?
Favorite memory. I mean, the only thing that sticks out really. A lot of the memories I have of you are you yelling very loudly. To be honest.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We had a babysitter, and he did not get along with the babysitter's daughter. We'll say that. And I remember on multiple occasions, I'd be trying to sleep, and I just hear screaming. I'm like, here they go.
Okay, you're right. All right, you're right. I didn't get along with her at all. But to be fair, they're pretty crazy. Wow. Yeah. Got in a lot of trouble, I feel like, with that babysitter growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You remember coming home and she would have like snack time, and you'd like open the cabinet and it was like every snack you could think of?
Yeah. You can only get one. And one piece of bubble gum was equivalent to a full cupcake.
Yeah, you got one snack. If you took a bubble gum or a cupcake, didn't matter.
One snack. Get what you get.
Salty about that. What is your so growing up, one of the things we do in our videos is we like to create games. We invent games every day. Today we've got a fantastic game coming out, a video of a challenge I made where we buried people alive in Minecraft. These are things that no one does. One thing that me and my brothers were great at growing up was inventing games with pretty much everything that we did. Like, everything became a competition. Ben, what's your favorite game we invented growing up together?
I would have to say Frisbee soccer.
Yes!
It's probably my favorite.
That's what I was thinking, dude.
Yeah.
Tell them about it. What was
Frisbee soccer? We had 2 soccer nets in our backyard. Each person stands in a goal, and you have a Frisbee, and you have to get unique with how you throw these Frisbees and predict the bounces and stuff. And it would get pretty intense. But yeah, that's by far the best game.
It was definitely the best game we ever played. Frisbee, pretty much any game with a Frisbee ended up being fantastic.
Yeah, Frisbees are very, very good. Very good tools.
Yeah, wow. Frisbees were great. I mean, even camping, we made up a game with a Frisbee and a lawn chair, and that turned out to be one of the best things we've ever done. Okay, on to the next question, Ben. You have always had a dream to be a salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically in Florida, selling medical devices. Why is that what you want?
Well, very simple. Medical device salesmen make very good money. Mm-hmm. It's not a stressful job if you're good, which I will be. Mm-hmm. And Florida has the beach, has great weather. Yes, money. And they have some of the best golf courses in America, TPC Sawgrass, etc. So,
okay. Sounds like you got a plan.
Yes.
Now, tell us about the time we had fleas in your house. What strategies did you use to mitigate the fleas?
God. I'll tell you guys this right now. Fleas are something you never want to ever deal with. Ever. Our cat got them. We go on vacation. Literally the next day, they had covered our house in fleas. So
hundreds, thousands.
I, myself, looked on Wikipedia, how do you get rid of fleas? I have an oil diffuser. I sprayed the oil diffuser all over my room. I put dryer sheets on it. I poured soap on it. I poured salt and pepper on it. I mean, you name it, I put it on that floor. I ran the Roomba in there for 2 days straight. And guess what?
No more
Not
fleas.
A flea in the house.
If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably saw me randomly seasoning the carpet with salt and pepper. It was because we were trying to kill fleas.
And we got every single one of them. I don't know which one worked, so do them all if you ever get a flea. I would recommend giving your cat flea medicine once every 2 months.
At least once every 2 months. You've got to do that every 2 months. I mean, yeah. You don't want your cat to get fleas because then you got to start salt and peppering, seasoning the floor. You got to do weird voodoo ritual stuff. It's tough.
Now, dog fleas are a whole different animal. If you have dog fleas, you're done. Just move.
Now, I am reading through some of the questions here, and I'm seeing a question from RD Diego, who's consistently posting the question, Ben, have you ever been depressive? If yes, what helps you through it? Ben?
I can't say I have. I mean,
I don't think you
I'm
have either.
someone you're gonna see and you're like, that dude's never upset. But I will tell you this: this is the truest thing you can ever do. You hear the thing, "Fake it till you make it." Don't fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it.
Wow,
So
Ben
fake
dropping
happy till
knowledge.
you become happy.
Look at that. I've never really, growing up with you, I never saw you just get upset. Like, you just went with it. You were very good at, like, I would get into arguments consistently with Isaac. You just never got into arguments with people in the family. You
I don't
just
care
got along with
enough.
people. You didn't care enough. Maybe that's it. You really didn't. Next question here from Loverwolf says, Ben, do you have a YouTube channel? And if not, would you start on it?
Oh my! I think that's in the works right now. Me and Zach were talking about that yesterday. But
Yeah,
yeah, we
so
definitely
yep. Trying to get my brother
might get one.
started this weekend, hopefully. Raining Soap and EX Swordfish. We'll talk about
EX,
that.
EX swordfish.
No, I think they'd make great videos. I really do. I mean, making videos is a lot of fun, and I think since you guys are in so many of mine, it seems like you guys enjoy the process. So I'd hope you'd be able to do that and maybe even turn it into a job one day, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you became a YouTuber, would you still be a salesman?
It depends on
How much
how
you made?
successful I was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I was a YouTuber with like 200K subs, I would be a salesman still.
With 200K subs, I feel like I didn't go full time till I had about 250,000 subs, and that was a little risky. Like right now, I'm in a great position with how many subscribers we're at, but I think 250 was like the earliest you would want to
Yeah.
think about it, probably, and
Yeah.
that's if you're getting views. What is your favorite video game?
Ever? Favorite
Ever.
video game ever? See, that's a tough. I won't lie. GTA 5 was an amazing game, but I've beat Skyrim probably 4 times, and I've had just as fun every single time I beat that game. It's definitely Skyrim.
Skyrim. That is a great game. Although Oblivion was, I would say Oblivion might be better.
I wasn't into
You haven't played it.
Oblivion. I was only in like 6th grade though. So
Yeah, you were young. Oblivion was great. Had a lot of. I just really liked it. It was so fun. I used to have like LAN parties with it.
Skyrim was nice. I was always the archer. Got my bound bow out.
Now, when you look back to growing up, I remember playing a lot of Pokemon with Isaac. That's what we did. Did you ever play a lot of Pokemon with us?
No, I've never played. I remember I got Groudon one time. I was starting to get into Pokemon,
Did I steal
and
it?
for Christmas I opened up a Groudon pack, and Zach started crying and took it from me. I was like, "Well, I'm not playing Pokemon then." I ended up getting some stupid card. So yeah, I think that's why.
This lover fell exposed in this interview.
Yeah.
Well, that brought tears to my eye just because of how true it was. Because I remember that. I'm actually crying from a shame right now.
Yeah.
Ben, I was in band. Isaac was in band. I played piano. I played drums. Isaac played what do you play? Trumpet?
Saxophone.
Sax. You never joined band.
I did choir.
Why did you join choir?
The band dude wanted me to play the flute,
Okay.
and
All right.
as a 6'1" person, big, an athlete, I'm not going to play the flute. It just looks bad for everyone. So I thought I'll do choir. And then all my friends did choir, so it actually turned out to be a great decision until I missed the choir concert.
Can you give us an example of your singing?
What song?
One that you used to do in high school.
Ooh. I don't even know a song I sang in high school. It was 6th grade, Zach. That's when I took choir.
Hit us one from your new music class you're taking then in college.
Oh, Gaude Christus es nos.
Yeah, you sing it
Let me
though.
pull it. I'll pull it up.
I'll
so
get
we can
copyrighted if you actually play it.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
I can't sing that.
Okay. Well, he's
I can't
Ben.
sing.
Actually, speaking of college, what are you majoring in right now?
Communications. Get a degree in it. You can do anything with it.
I feel like that would help me as a YouTuber. Actually.
It's very, very beneficial.
Now
Very
there's
easy as well.
there's a couple questions on here I'm seeing that I'm not going to ask him, like who's your best brother, because I already know the answer is me, and that's a waste of time. One question here says, how much time did it take to? No, that's not a good question. Ben, what was your favorite childhood food? I'll tell you what was
crab.
not his favorite food: ketchup.
Yeah, I that's still true. Crab legs, though, still my favorite today. Love
Growing
crab
up,
legs.
If Ben had a piece of pizza or something and I wanted it and I wanted to like bully him and take it, the only thing I had to do was put a single drop of ketchup on his plate. And what'd you do?
I would throw the whole plate away.
Yep.
I don't do ketchup at all. I
Even on his
despise it.
plate, not even even a milliliter drop. he's throwing the whole plate away. So I definitely use that to my advantage growing up quite often.
I hate everything about ketchup.
I love ketchup. It's incredible.
I'm a barbecue guy.
Barbecue, Sweet Baby Ray's, man. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's the only barbecue I'll eat. My nose just got really itchy here. Now, I got a question here from Matt, and it says, what is it like to run your own business? How do you tackle problems? How do you keep cool in times of stress?
Yeah, very good question, Matt. I don't technically run my own business. I am a scout for PBR Ohio. So if you're a baseball player, come to Ohio, I'll scout you. And I would say, how do I run my business efficiently is my essential, amazing customer service I have.
Didn't
you deal with a lot of bad parents every single day. Why is my son not throwing 95? Because he's not good enough, Charlene. That's why.
Didn't you say once like you got like 100 tweets from parents that said you were really unprofessional or something?
Yeah, it's a very corrupt business. I'll just say that. It's not something you want to get into unless you truly enjoy baseball. I will say that. Yeah.
Like the time where a team won the championship and then you took away their winning banner and they couldn't get photos with it?
Yeah, so the team won the championship and there's 2 tournaments going on. There's one banner. My friend's at the other field 20 minutes away whose game was ending. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the picture. I'll post it on PBR's Twitter. Then I'm going to run over across town because my friend's game's over. He needs the banner as well. So I take the picture. I take the banner. And you would have thought I killed their son. I mean, they were just livid with me. And I was like, dude, it's a picture. But that's baseball parents for you.
Now, there's a lot of questions, Ben, about your girlfriend, whether or not you have a girlfriend. I want to ask you about the time that you and your girlfriend broke up and you made up a little saying about a dry erase board.
Ah, yes. So we broke up. I don't know what age I was. I was young. But I said, you were on my dry erase board, and I erased you. You're gone.
You're
gone from my life. I haven't talked to her since I erased her. That was like 6th, 7th grade.
Oh, man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Gravity just says Ben is clearly sad, and I feel like he's not. I feel like he's not a sad guy.
I'm really not. I'm a pretty happy person.
He is a pretty happy person. Who started playing Minecraft first, Ben or me? Actually, Isaac Distrin started playing first. I told him it was a stupid game. I don't want to just break blocks and build squares. And 2 weeks later, I was building the entire Hogwarts recreated in Minecraft. Spent about 2 years on that until I lost it.
Yeah.
How many brothers do I have? 14.
14.
No, 2. Sorry, 2. My bad.
Well, that we know of.
Yeah. All right, Ben, we're going to get real quick. A serious question. Recently, you were at court?
Yes, Monday.
You were at court because why?
We were getting sued about property damage that our mom was suing us for.
That's right. So our mom was suing our dad, and my brother was there to help if he needed to stand up for court. What was that experience like? Was it uncomfortable?
Well, the judge, we didn't even see the judge because there's a case going on that was like an overtime or something. I don't know. And,
overtime case. We got a flag on the courtroom here?
Essentially, we won the case after negotiating for 5 minutes because it was such a bogus case. So it was not uncomfortable for me at all. I was actually really excited to sit next to the judge and get questioned. I like to be the center of attention.
Oh, yeah. I feel that.
And I didn't get to do it. So I will say I did leave that court disappointed in the outcome in a way.
But it wasn't too bad.
No.
Like me, you struggled with your weight once you hit college.
Hold on. I got thunder blowing my ears up. What do you say?
Is thundering there?
Yeah, on the Minecraft.
Basically, I said you were fat like me for a little bit.
Oh, I wasn't nowhere near Zach's size. But I was a little pudgy. Did keto for 3 months. Zach was a honker.
I was a chonker, dude.
He came back like a freaking baked potato. I was like, I was still skinny. I was doing the diet, and people were like, "Why are you still doing the diet?" Zach was doing the diet, and they're like, "Good for you."
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, it's weird because like I dated this girl at the time, and she was like, "Nah, sweetie, you look fine. You're not fat." And I was like, "But I feel like I'm getting chunky," and like you don't know because it happened so quick. And I'll never forget, like, I was in the shower and I looked down and, like, I just saw, like, multiple rolls on my stomach. And I was like, I just don't remember having those, like, 2 years ago. And that was, like, the moment I got out of the shower and I just looked at my stomach in the mirror and I was like, I'm going to get really fit. And so, like, literally for, like, 6 months, I did not eat a single gram of sugar, like, ever. I didn't cheat once. I worked out every day. Like, it's crazy how much a shower moment can have impact like that.
It's not hard though. Just do keto. It's an easy diet to follow.
Yeah, keto is so easy. I'm doing it right now actually again. I told you this last night, Ben. I'm starting shadow boxing. The best workout ever.
Yes.
So good. Definitely would recommend it. It feels good. Like you get some anger and you just throw some punches out, but like it works your core, your abs, your lats, works everything. I mean, it's just I'm so sore from it. You know, like an hour of it, insane, dripping sweat. I love it.
Dripping sweat.
Does soap have any allergies? If so, which
I
ones?
do. Amoxicillin. Extremely allergic to it.
Me too. Did you ever take it, or did you ever?
Yeah, and I woke up.
You did too.
I had hives everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I was like, bruh.
When I got a root canal the other day, they almost gave me some penicillin, and I was like, yeah, so that'll like kill me. And they're like, what? And I was like, I can't have that. They're like, we're gonna give you a super weird medicine then instead. It's definitely a weird thing to be allergic to.
Yeah.
If Ben is a sporty person, what's your favorite sport, and what are you best at?
Baseball, and I was best at football. I don't know. I was a decent football player, but baseball is my favorite. Our baseball team is ranked #1 state.
I just want to interrupt you real quick. There's a question, and it says, "Can you make your Discord name Fatter Fella for a week or day, Lover Fella?"
Fatter Fella.
No, I will not do that. I will never go back to being Fat Fella. Not again. What's the worst thing you did when you were young, Ben?
The worst thing? I don't know. I was a mean kid in middle school.
Yeah, you were like a bully, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah,
I was
like
not.
If you ever
nice.
made it big and famous, like you'd be like remembered like Jake Paul. Like they'd be like, yeah, he was a bully in middle school and stuff. Like, right
I was nice in high school, but
yeah.
The worst thing I did, I don't know. There was a lot of minor things. Nothing was horrible. I never like killed anyone or anything.
Wow, that's considered horrible.
Okay, now this isn't bad. This is funny. There was this kid on our football team, or on the high school football team, and he was a little slow, but he was still a good guy. We all liked him. He sat with us at lunch, and we went on a field trip, and he was in a canoe with by himself, and me and my friend jumped into his canoe, knowing exactly this canoe was tipping over, just so we could, flip his canoe. It was kind of funny.
That's it.
we brought a change of clothes and everything. He was soaked.
That's not bad.
He was so mad. But it was pretty. It wasn't mean. He was laughing. Sounded like we bullied him.
Canoeing's a good time. Canoeing, you like skiing as well, right? You're a big skiing.
Yeah, I love skiing. I'm a good skier.
Maybe you come out to Philly this winter and we'll go skiing. There's some big mountains around here in PA. I might get my own skis this year. Actually, I want to get into snowboarding more. I still am mad that I gave up on it, and so I just feel like
it's so hard.
It is so hard. It is so hard, but I've got to do it. A lot of people asking your favorite pizza place. I would prefer you don't say the name, but it starts with an S, I'm assuming.
No, well, actually, I guess in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's just a random local place where we live. Nothing really that you'd find anywhere unless you were where we
lived in this county.
Yeah. Someone asked what happened to the bratwurst video on TikTok. I took it off. It's on my Instagram. I just didn't get enough views. Like, if I don't get enough views, I take it down because it makes me feel bad when I see it, pretty much. All right, Ben. I'm going to ask you another question here. If you could have any job in the entire world, money wasn't an issue, what job would you have?
Any job in the world. I'm getting just paid an absurd amount for it.
So, all right, are you pinging me Fatter Fella right now?
Any job in the world? That's a good question. I'd probably just be like a professional golfer. Get a golf every single day.
Now, we did record this previously, this podcast, and it didn't pick up as audio. You may have seen that on my LoverCast, total flop. Golfing is similar to putt-putt in a lot of ways.
No, not at all.
What we discussed. And I used to putt-putt a lot as a kid. And I believe the only difference is putt-putt has pink and green balls and golfing has white balls. Is that the only difference?
There's so many more differences. I'm not even going to start.
basically, there's a golf cart. That's a new feature you wouldn't have in putt-putt.
There's also 13 other clubs.
13 other clubs, right? But in putt-putting, there's multiple colored clubs, so it's almost the same thing in a way.
Yes, exactly.
So I wouldn't call myself a putt-putt professional, more of like a putt-putt guru or a putt-putt master, above professional. I putt-putted across the world from South Carolina to Ohio and even in Bahamas, in Florida, the islands in Kelly's Island. One thing I've learned through putt-putt is it's all about the wrist.
Interesting.
Is that accurate for golf as well?
That is not accurate at all.
Just pure wrist action.
Nope.
Nothing else. No. You just don't even move the arms. Same thing.
No, you definitely move the arms. You've got to move the arm. All in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to ask a question to the audience here today. If you had to pick a game between FIFA 20 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which game would you pick and why? Go ahead and type that in and talk to Lover right now. It's important. I won't be making videos on it. It's just because we can't decide which one we're gonna get. Pretty much everyone says COD here.
Well, I mean, they're not really sports people.
Yeah, it's true. You guys aren't sports people. You're gaming nerds. You're all gonna say COD.
Losers.
Yes, I just
Call of Duty because it's the best.
Yeah, pretty much all COD. Interesting. Does anyone own it? Is it a good game?
Ruby does. Will Benjamin get TikTok? I just found this channel, so I'm starting to read. Will Benjamin get TikTok soon? No, not a chance.
So, guys, I will be giving Benjamin a TikTok. I will be getting Benjamin a YouTube channel. He will be putting in a lot of effort, and his videos are going to suck for a long time. But just like me, he'll rise to the top one day. Also, today we will be hitting 100 million views. Today we'll hit 100 million views. I just want to say thanks to everyone out there. Ben, take a moment. Go ahead and plug everything you got. Tell them where to find you.
Follow me on Twitter at Ben_Spangler5. Subscribe to my Twitch, even though I don't stream at King Reigning Soap. You can try to follow my Instagram, but I won't accept you, and I haven't posted in 7 years at BenSpangler5.
Absolutely beautiful. Ben, thanks for being on the show today. Your fans love you. Everyone, let's get a hashtag Reigning Soap in the chat today. We'll see you guys next week when we interview Distrin. Spread that love. Lick that screen. Peace.